Hi. In this video, we're going to walk you through running the puppet example on the Baxter Research robot. The puppet example allows you to grasp and move one of Baxter's arms, while the other arm is matching the velocities at each joint. So let's step over to our developer workstation and find the SDK examples folder. When you're there, go to ROS-Run Joint Velocity. Here you can list out all of the different examples that you have available to you. So in this case, we're going to choose the puppet example. So type in puppet.py-h. This is the help menu, and this will give you all of the examples and arguments that you have access to. So for our example today, we're going to run the puppet.py example, and we're going to choose right. Right is actually dictating which arm is going to be the puppet and which arm you're going to grasp. In this example, the right arm is the puppet arm. So grasp the left arm, put in 0G mode, and start moving. As we move Baxter's left arm, the right arm matches the velocity at each joint, as you can see in the video. It's a velocity example and not a position example, so you'll notice that while the position isn't exact, the velocities at each joint are being replicated over on the opposite arm. It's actually a really cool way to get an idea of Baxter's capabilities in terms of the velocities at each joint. The example that we're showing now is actually at 1x amplification. So if the velocity is being moved on one joint, it's being replicated exactly on the other at one time. So let's go back to the developer workstation, hit a button to disable Baxter, and we're going to try a new argument. So we're still going to choose the right arm as our puppet, but now we're going to hit -A to change the amplification, and we're going to type in 2.0. So this is going to give us a 2x amplification on the right arm. So hit enter, Baxter gets enabled again. We'll grab Baxter's left arm and start moving the arm around again, and you'll see that the right arm is at 2x amplification. So very slight movements over on the left make Baxter move much quicker on the right. In this case, we're reaching the joint limits rather quickly with small movements. So this will give you a really good idea of Baxter's maximum speed, maximum velocity for each joint as you're moving around. So now let's take a step back to our developer workstation. We'll disable Baxter again. And now let's try the example at 0.25 amplification. So again, we'll bring up the puppet.py right, and this time we're going to type in -A 0.25. Hit enter, enable Baxter, grab the left cuff, and now you'll see Baxter is moving much slower on the right arm. So this is a quarter amplification compared to the velocities at the arm that you're actually controlling. So here you can have a much finer movement on Baxter, and this could be a way to have an idea of a slower velocity. The other arm is always in 0G mode, so if you want to try out, reposition Baxter at a different position, you can do that just by releasing the arm, going to grab the other cuff, and repositioning Baxter. Go back to the developer workstation, hit a button, that'll disable Baxter, and that concludes our video for running the puppet example using the Baxter Research robot.